The thing you see but never question. Every time you walk outside on a sunny day, something follows you. It stretches across the ground, distorts as you move, and silently copies your every action. It grows longer in the evening, shrinks at noon, and sometimes disappears entirely without explanation. Your shadow, it feels so ordinary that you almost never think about it. But the moment you slow down and actually watch it, something begins to feel wrong. Your shadow does not behave like a normal object. It has shape, but no substance. It moves with you, yet it is not attached to you. It can stretch across an entire street, climb walls, and bend around corners, all without any physical presence. And then there's something even stranger. A tiny movement of your hand can cause your shadow to sweep across a distant surface instantly. If the surface is far enough away, that movement can travel faster than anything you have ever touched, faster than a car, faster than sound, even faster than anything that carries mass. Yet nothing is actually moving in the way you expect. This is the first crack in the illusion. A shadow looks like an object. It has no weight. It cannot be touched. You cannot pick it up, break it, or interact with it directly. And still, it behaves in ways that feel physical, changing shape, shifting position, and reacting to the world around it. It exists. But not in the way objects exist. Think about this for a moment. If you place two objects side by side, they can collide, push each other, or exchange energy. But a shadow cannot do any of these things. It cannot interact. It cannot resist. It cannot exist independently. And yet, you can clearly see it. That contradiction is easy to ignore because your brain treats shadows as part of the object that creates them. You don't see a shadow as something separate. You see it as an extension of form, a visual echo of the object itself. But physically, that is not what it is. A shadow is not made of matter. It is not made of particles. It is not even made of energy in the way light is. It is the opposite. A shadow is defined by what is missing. And that leads to a deeper question. How can something that is literally the absence of light behave like a moving shape in the world? How can nothing appear to have structure, motion, and form? The more closely you look, the more shadows begin to feel like illusions that somehow escaped into reality, patterns that act like objects without being objects at all. They follow you everywhere, quietly demonstrating something most people never realize. What you see is not always what exists. What a shadow actually is. To understand why shadows feel so strange, you have to remove a simple but deeply rooted assumption that a shadow is a thing. It isn't. A shadow is not an object, not a substance, and not something that exists on its own. It is a pattern created when light is blocked. Nothing is added to the world to create a shadow. Instead, something is taken away. Light travels in straight lines from its source, spreading outward in all directions. When there is nothing in its path, surfaces are evenly illuminated. But the moment an object interrupts that flow, it creates a region where light cannot reach. That region is what you see as a shadow. So a shadow is not there in the usual sense. It is simply a place where light is missing. This sounds simple, but it leads to something surprisingly complex, because light rarely comes from a single, perfectly sharp source. Shadows are almost never perfectly defined. Most light sources, the sunday, a lamp, even your phone, emit light from a spread out area. This creates two distinct regions within a shadow. The first is the darkest part, where light is completely blocked. This is called the umbra. In this region, the light source is fully hidden behind the object, so no direct light reaches it. Surrounding it is a softer, lighter region known as the penumbra. Here, only part of the light source is blocked. Some light still reaches the surface, creating a gradient between full brightness and complete darkness. This is why shadows often appear blurred at the edges instead of perfectly sharp. What you are seeing is not an object fading out. It is light gradually returning. This also explains why shadows change shape and intensity depending on their environment. Move the light source closer, and the shadow grows larger and softer. Move it farther away, and the shadow becomes smaller and sharper. Add multiple light sources, and shadows can overlap, cancel, or even partially erase each other. All of these effects come from one simple principle. Shadows are controlled entirely by the behavior of light, not by the object itself. This is why shadows can behave in ways that feel impossible. They are not bound by physical structure. They do not have edges of their own. Their shape is only a projection, a map of where light fails to reach. And because light travels so fast and interacts with surfaces instantly, shadows respond immediately to changes in the environment. They are not things moving through space. They are patterns updating in real time. Once you see it this way, the shadow stops being mysterious as an object and becomes something else entirely, a dynamic record of how light, space, and matter interact at every moment. But this realization leads to an even stranger consequence. If a shadow is just a pattern, then its movement is not limited by the rules that apply to physical objects. And that is exactly why shadows can behave in ways that seem to break the laws of motion. Why shadows break the rules of motion at first glance. A shadow seems to move exactly like the object creating it. You move your hand and your shadow follows. You walk forward and it stretches ahead of you. Everything feels normal until you change the scale. Imagine standing far from a wall with a small light source behind you. On the wall, your shadow doesn't just move. It sweeps across a huge distance almost instantly. Make the wall farther away, and something strange happens. A tiny movement of your hand can cause the shadow to travel faster and faster across that surface. In theory, if the surface were far enough, the shadow could move faster than a car, faster than sound, even faster than light. Physics tells us that nothing can move faster than light. So how can a shadow appear to break that rule so easily? The answer reveals something fundamental. A shadow is not a physical object moving through space. It is a change in a pattern of light. When you move your hand, you are not sending a shadow across the wall. You are simply changing which parts of the wall receive light and which parts do not. The motion you see is not something traveling. It is something updating. Think of it like a spotlight sweeping across a stage. The bright area moves quickly, but nothing physical is actually traveling across the floor. The light is simply turning on and off at different positions. A shadow works the same way. When your hand moves, it changes the direction of light rays. Those rays either reach the wall or get blocked. The moment the change reaches the surface, the shadow appears in a new position. The key detail is this: every point on the wall is reacting locally to incoming light. No single thing is moving across the entire distance. This is why shadows can appear to move faster than any object. They are not carrying mass, energy, or information from one place to another in the way physical objects do. They are just the result of many independent points responding to changes in light. Each point changes as soon as the light reaching it changes. So even if the shadow sweeps across a massive distance, nothing is actually traveling that full path. The motion is an illusion created by synchronized changes happening at many locations. This distinction matters. The speed limit in physics applies to things that carry energy or information across space. A shadow does neither. It is not a signal being sent. It is a pattern being updated. That's why it can appear to break the rules. And this leads to a deeper realization. What looks like motion is not always motion. What looks like an object moving through space can sometimes be nothing more than a shifting pattern created by underlying processes you cannot see. Shadows expose this illusion clearly. They behave like objects, move like objects, and feel like objects. But they are none of those things. They are proof that not everything that moves actually exists in the way you think it does. The illusion of shape and reality at first glance. A shadow looks like a simple copy of an object. You raise your hand and the outline appears instantly. You walk forward, and the shape follows. It feels like a flat version of reality projected onto a surface. But the moment you change the angle, something strange happens. Shadows begin to distort. A small object can cast a giant shadow across a distant wall. A straight object can appear stretched, bent, or warped. At sunset, shadows grow impossibly long, turning ordinary people into towering silhouettes across the ground. Nothing about the object has changed. Only the geometry of light has. This reveals something important. A shadow does not represent the true shape of an object. It represents how light rays interact with that object from a specific direction. Change the angle of the light, and the entire shape of the shadow changes with it. In other words, a shadow is not a copy of reality. It is a projection, and projections can be misleading. Imagine holding a cube under a light. From one angle, its shadow looks like a square. From another, it becomes a rectangle. From a different angle, it might even resemble a completely different shape. The object stays the same, but the shadow transforms, depending on perspective. Your brain, however, tries to interpret these shapes as meaningful forms. It automatically assumes the shadow represents something real and consistent. This is because your visual system is designed to extract objects from patterns of light. It does not directly see reality. It reconstructs it. Shadows expose this reconstruction process. They show that what you perceive is not the object itself, but the pattern of light reaching your eyes. When that pattern changes, your perception changes, even if the underlying object does not. This is why shadows can trick you. They can make flat surfaces look deep. They can create illusions of movement or size. They can exaggerate features or hide them entirely. Under the right conditions, a shadow can even suggest something that isn't there at all. What you see is shaped as much by light as by matter, and this leads to a deeper realization. If shadows, which are just absences of light, can distort your perception so easily, then how much of what you see in the real world is influenced by similar patterns? Objects feel solid and reliable, but your experience of them is always filtered through light interacting with surfaces. The shape, color, and position you perceive are all interpretations built from incoming signals. A shadow makes this process visible. It strips away the illusion that vision is direct. It shows that what you see is a constructed image formed by how light behaves, not by how objects inherently are. And once you notice this, shadows stop being simple dark shapes on the ground. They become evidence that perception itself is not a mirror of reality, but a carefully assembled interpretation of it. The deeper truth about reality and perception by now, a shadow no longer looks simple. It is not an object, not a substance, not even something that truly exists on its own, and yet it moves, stretches, distorts, and follows the world with perfect precision. It behaves like something real while being made of nothing at all. And that is exactly the point. A shadow reveals something fundamental about how you experience reality. You never see objects directly. You only see light. Every image your brain constructs, every face, every surface, every detail, is built from patterns of light entering your eyes. Your brain interprets those patterns, reconstructs shapes, assigns meaning, and creates the world you are seeing. But what you are actually seeing is information. A shadow makes this invisible process visible. It shows you a case where the object is clearly not real, yet your brain still treats it as if it were. You recognize its shape, track its motion, and connect it to the object casting it. Even though it has no substance, it becomes part of your perceived world. This means something deeper. If your brain can treat the absence of light as a meaningful object, then your entire perception of reality is built on interpretation, not direct access. The world you experience is not raw reality. It is a processed version, shaped by how your senses collect and organize information. Shadows expose the gap between what exists and what is perceived. They show that presence and absence can look equally real. That motion can appear without anything moving. That form can exist without substance. They blur the line between something and nothing. And once that line becomes unclear, the world itself starts to feel different. The solid objects around you are still real, but your experience of them is always filtered through light, geometry, and perception. What you trust as direct observation is actually a reconstruction happening inside your mind. In that sense, shadows are not just visual effects. They are clues. Clues that reality is not something you simply see. It is something your brain actively builds. And sometimes what it builds is not made of anything at all.